Here's how to get the sound system going for a service at Messiah. First of all, you're down booth in the corner of the sanctuary, and you're going to hit a couple buttons. First of all, you're going to turn that switch, turn on the auxiliary power, which turns these things on to receive the message from the mic. Now, the second thing you want to do is hit this button right here. All right? Now, once you hit that button, you're going to have to wait for a second for the whole sound thing to cycle on. And this little light here is going to go green when it has finally finished cycling on. There it is. Now, everyone who does the projection slides, not everyone knows how to do the sound system. This is how to adjust the sound, though. You hit this button, the volume, and it'll cycle you through mics 1, 2, and 3, Tiefel, Naumann, Schaller. And then once you cycle it down to whichever mic you're using, then you can turn the volume down or up, depending on what you need. Now, I usually put mine until that first light is yellow, just one click down from red, and that's good for me. You probably want to come early, like the day before or something, to mess around with it a little bit. Know that it isn't going to be too loud or too soft. Hopefully the person that's back here will also know how to adjust that during the service, but sometimes it isn't that way. All right, so next, up to the little room up there. All right, so here is where the mics are kept. Now we've got our batteries down there and mics 1, 2, and 3. All right, so mic 3 is mine, and it's easy enough to do. So here it is. I'm going to pinch the sides to open this little door, grab a couple batteries, and we're just going to feed them in the right way. Okay, now you'll notice that nothing turned on. That's because there's a little button here. Sometimes when you put the batteries in, it'll just turn right on because it was left on and the batteries were just pulled out. But other times, if nothing happens here, then you're going to need to just push this little button, right? That's that button right there. Hold it until that turns on. Okay? Then you can close this. On the top of this, you'll see it says mute, and there's a little slider. So when it's slid over, it's on mute, and then when it's back, then you are live. Okay, so I put that back on mute. I'm just gonna attach this to my belt. That's pretty self-explanatory the way that it works. I guess I'll show it to you too, though. All right. So there it is. And then the second thing to do here then is to get it on your ear. So mine just goes on like this. The other ones look a little different. You'll have to kind of, the other ones bend around the ear more. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. We've got the same ones now. They used to be different. And then people do this thing differently. It's just a little clip to kind of hold this the cord somewhere. I put mine right up like this, and then just kind of tuck this underneath the robe a touch. I'm not going to put that on now. You'll be able to figure that out for yourself. Some guys will move that thing to the back. I think that's harder, but you know, to each his own. I just want it so that it isn't going to like pull when I turn my head one way or another. And this has been what works best for me so far. All right, and of course, as you go through the service, you're going to need to make sure that it's muted when you don't want it to be on, and push the other way when you want to be heard. So I think that is about it. After you're done using it, then just make sure you take the batteries out, put them back in the charger the way that they're supposed to go, and put the mic back in the little basket.